Welcome to the Bite Size Podcast. I'm your host, Lorraine Michaels, former EMT and nursing assistant, now business owner and wild entrepreneur. I walked away from over 15 years in medicine to pursue my passion and my God-given talents. Now, I get the honor of helping other women discover their passions and purpose. If you're feeling stuck in life, unsure where to go or what to do, welcome. If you're exactly where you want to be, great, you're welcome here too. If you have faced any kind of hardship or setback, you have found a safe place here. In other words, no matter who you are or what you've been through or what you're going through, this is the space for you. On the Bite Size Podcast, we'll discuss life, business, and faith. There's something for everyone. So grab a cup of coffee and something to take notes with, because there will definitely be things you won't want to forget.
Today is Friday, August 30th, and I'm on my way back home from Tennessee. And I have been listening to the Lights On podcast with Carl and Laurel. And so I really wanted to document my thoughts and feelings right now. This podcast, Lights On podcast with Carl and Laurel, has been the most healing that I have had in dealing with and healing through still the disillusion of my second marriage. Understanding my brain, Joe's brain, addiction, just everything. And this one that I was listening to today on the way home was with Pastor Mike Todd from Transformation Church in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I listened to him for a while. Tony and I listened to him for a while. And then, we let mainstream media kind of form our thoughts and opinions on him, just like we do with other people in mainstream media. And this episode really opened up my eyes to who Mike Todd really is, but also it really helped me understand and accept and be okay with and hold space for the people that were in my life when it all went down. The people that were in my life that I thought were my friends from church when I cheated on my first husband. And, I'm the kind of person where when I do life with you, I'm doing life with you. I'm going deep with you. I'm not fake. I'm not going to front. And I'm not going to run. And if shit goes crazy, I'm going to be there for you. I'm not going to condone it, but I'm never going to turn my back on you. And I've always been that kind of person. I've always been that kind of family member and friend. I'll never turn my back on you, and I'm going to love you through it. I'm going to call you out lovingly, but I'm going to love you through it, and I'm going to help you through it. Because that's what we're called to do. We're called to be the hands and feet of Jesus, and we're called to love like Jesus. And nobody did that for me, ever, really, in my life. And nobody did that for me when I messed up big in my first marriage. No one did that for me. In fact, everybody turned their backs on me. And then in my second marriage with Joe, when he did that, nobody did that for him either. No one was there for him either. And no one was there for me either. I've always had to pick myself back up and lean into my faith. Thank God it was for my faith. Because both of those times, the only thing that got me through it was my faith in Jesus. And it strengthened, yes. I take it back. Paige and Joey Klein, or Prescott, was there for me when, when that whole thing went down. And I'm talking like friends in Christ. No one was there. And it hurts because you think your church friends are there. You think you're doing life with your church friends. And I remember going through it after my first marriage, going to Bayside Church in Granite Bay, California, and them always talking about, getting a small group. You do life with these people. When stuff gets hard, you do life with these people. They were the first ones to bounce. They weren't there. They were not there. And I was so bitter in church. I was so bitter. because I was like, that you all don't practice what you preach at all. And then moving out here in the South, in North Carolina, South Carolina, I found the most real people out here, the most real friends, but still nobody wants to go deep. And I really hope that people know that with me, that I'm gonna go deep with you no matter what. I will be there for you no matter what you're going through. And I'm not one of those fair weather friends. I'm not one of those fake friends. I'm not only your friend only if you're in my small group. And that's another thing that, years ago I'd be bitter about it. The couple of small groups that I was in, women's small groups that I was in out here, I thought were my good friends. But it's like as soon as you're out of that small group, you don't exist to them. And like I was saying, years ago, I'd be bitter about it. And I'd be like, screw you. Like, you fake friend. But now I'm like, maybe they're hurt. Maybe they don't have the capacity to be a real friend. Maybe they don't know what a real friend is. Maybe they don't know what walking through the fire with someone really is and what it's all about. Maybe they've never experienced pain and trauma at the level that I have, so they don't have the capacity. They don't know. And a lot of these people out here, I mean, good on them that they've never gone through anything deep like that, but I guess that's what makes me, and I'm not saying I'm a better friend than anyone, but I want you to know, if you are my friend, and I call you my friend, and I call you and I text you and I check in on you, like I genuinely, if you have my number and you call me and you're like, hey, I need you, man, if I am able, I will show up for you, because that's who I am. And this podcast, this Lights On podcast, man, it's really helped me. It's really opened my eyes, and I wish I could talk to Carl Lentz and Laurel Lentz. I wish, I want friends like that. I want friends like that. The ones that they talk about, Tim Ross, Mike Todd, Carl Lentz, Laurel Lentz, Nat, I don't know them, but I feel like I know them, like they're the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. Anyways, I just wanted to document this and really make it into a podcast, depending on the quality. I don't even care about the quality. But anyways, I'm so thankful the way God made me. I'm so thankful for the heart that God gave me. I'm the real deal.